Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the show that started it all. The show that was canceled and then brought back and then canceled again. And look at this. It's been, what, a month, and it's back yet again, permanently this time, as a lined-up Friday night live show. It's a once-a-month show, at least. So, guys, this is Dark Avenger Live, and on this live show, as I've said, we talk about everything. We're going to talk about comic books. We're going to talk about movies and TV because we got some really awesome news today. We're going to talk about video games that I haven't done in 2 weeks because I've been dead sick. I literally am just now feeling better. Past couple of days, I actually have a horrible headache. That's kind of why I'm supposed to be filming another video, which we will talk about that at some point. But that will be up on Frontline after this live show. We will discuss a little bit of it, though, on this live show. And yeah, it's just that's the reason why I haven't been able to do any video games this weekend. We'll be doing some community games. I'll be back with that. And then next week, I will be starting my walkthroughs again. We are in February now. There's only one game I want this month, and that's in 1886, The Order. That game looks off the hook. Anyway, as always, we do have some giveaways. We have 3 comics this week. We've got Spider-Man 2099. We've got Nova, issue number 26. And then we got Spider-Man and the X-Men, issue number 2. So stay tuned throughout this live show and keep an eye out. We will be doing the contest where we'll just basically show the code. Whoever gets it first gets it. I've got my Nook set up, so I will be checking for comments soon. And it's Dark Avenger Live. The last Dark Avenger Live show we had blind bags. So Mike went to the store today, and he picked up some blind bags. So we've actually got 4 Halo blind bags to open up also.
The Halo Alpha.
They're Alpha. Hoping to get that Invisible Brute, so we're going to be doing that all as well. First and foremost, drink some hot chocolate because my head, like I said, is pounding. I took some medicine before the live show. We were going to do a pre-show, which usually if we do a pre-show, it starts a half hour ahead of time, so we would basically start at 8:30 instead of 9 o'clock. Eastern time instead of 9 o'clock, and basically the pre-show will be just us setting up, us talking with you guys, really nothing structured, and then 9 o'clock, which is now, is when the show will start. Now, Dark Avenger Live, once again, it's a everything show, so there's really no structure to it. It's just we're going to talk, and we're going to talk about several different subjects, and then you guys are going to reply to us in the comments, and we're going to talk back to you guys in the comments, and you guys are going to ask us questions. We're going to answer your guys' questions. We're going to have fun with some toys. We're going to have fun with some video games sometimes. We're going to talk movies and TV. We're going to talk comic books, and we're going to have a great time. So I'm going to start with a blind bag. Now, we need a scissor. Remember the last time.
That's
it's right up there. So I've had a debilitating headache the past.
Wow, that was very strange.
Thank you. That was Twitter.
Okay.
We all love Twitter. So I've been
blind bag.
Yeah, I've been deathly sick the past. Oh, and I also have some stuff to talk about when it comes to some mystery stuff that's going to be coming our way soon.
Right, and I can't wait for that.
Oh, this one might actually be a new one.
Really?
Really?
Oh,
yeah, I think it is. Here, you can hold this and see if there's anything else inside. But we've got a lot of things that are going to be coming your guys' way. I have been so sick. One of my kids had at my job actually was very, very sick, and what happened was
I just wanted to show this.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is just sorry to interrupt. These are the stuff you get with the Halo Alpha. They're mostly common. Yeah, it's a build together. They're most green are commons, yellow is rare, and the ultra rare is, I'm guessing, the Invisible Brute you're looking for. Yeah, that's going to be an ultra rare. So
yeah, thank you, Mike. We all know about.
Well, this is a common, what you're building right now.
Yes, I know.
Gotta love them built-in figures, everybody. And there's a how-to put together, but you guys probably it's very self-explanatory. I mean,
yeah, you put the head in the head ball joint.
Yeah.
The feet in the feet ball joint.
Without losing any
the armor
pieces.
Goes on the shoulders and the chest,
as well as the gun, which is this one right here.
At least we got a new one. I was very upset the last time we got all doubles.
See, I make great picks at my nearest store near me. And they had 4 left of these, actually. So I thought, might as well pick them up because the shelves were empty. Like, literally. So.
Yeah, people are loving blind bags all this. I don't know what's going on, but...
Well, it's fun. I mean, you never know what's inside, and it's pretty cool. At least that's what I think. I don't know about you guys, but that's what I think, at least.
Oh, let me get this figure. And
I'm so glad I'm feeling better too, because last week I was so congested I couldn't even talk.
Yeah, apparently when one person gets sick, everybody gets sick in this house.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your green figure.
Master Chief. Or is it UNSC Spartan's? Master Chief.
Not Master Chief.
Oh. It's something green.
Thank you, Mike. Ooh.
Ooh, you got should I say it, or do you want to put it together first?
You could say it.
Oh, well, it's a common. It's a Spartan Mark 6, which is a yellow.
It looks orange to me. It doesn't look yellow as much as it looks.
The picture here looks yellow, doesn't it? Unless I'm colorblind, which I'm not.
You could be colorblind. Mike's been colorblind before.
Yeah, I have. That's why I am so insane.
Yeah, right.
Well, in Brooklyn Boys, we are. Speaking of Brooklyn Boys, we will be definitely be working on that this weekend with a skit idea I came up with.
And a skit idea that Brand came up with, which was hilarious.
And Brand too, which he might be joining us tonight.
We hope that Brand will be joining us tonight, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Well, at some point during the live show, hopefully, Brand. I know this is the boring part where we're putting it together, but please feel free to leave comments at this moment while we're doing this, because once I'm done doing all 4 of the blind bags, I'm going to check the comments.
Yeah, and you could ask a question.
Oh, I will say a few things we're going to talk about. It was released today about what's happening after DC Comics Convergence. They're going to be doing a series called Divergence. 25... I believe either 25 new or 25 old titles, and then vice versa, 24 old or 25 old. But I got the list of the old and the new comics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have the list of all the comics that are slated to be coming out, and we will be talking about each and every one of them and our thoughts on the comic books and stuff. And here you go. There's the orange one.
Okay, so that's 2.
There's still room to get duplicates, man. There's still room to get duplicates. No, maybe not.
Really? Oh, you got another...
No,
actually, no, this is a rare. I think, is it? Rare?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got...
No.
Yeah, it is.
The one next to it. Nope, the one... This one.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it is, yeah. Well, it's a...
Brute.
Covenant Brute. Well, Covenant Brute. I said it right before. I'm just saying things twice. Plus, speaking of that, this week we had a very cool announcement that there's going to be a 2nd annual year of the special edition New York Comic Con.
Yep,
that's in town.
We will be filling out the press tomorrow, and we'll either be there one day, depending on how much we get done, or both days if we get enough work done.
Well, hopefully both days. Because
I would like to do both days, but honestly, last year we finished in one day. We got all the interviews we needed, but I never know.
Because my girlfriend got like 2 tickets for 2 days, because she really was having a lot of fun last year. I mean, this was a quick build. I like this one. Even though it was just an artist alley, it was still like really cool, and I'm really looking forward to maybe a lot of paying money. But
I'm looking forward to spending a lot of money because when it comes to artists and when it comes to the prints, I love me prints. Nope, I got another one of the pilots. Yeah, I got another one of the UN. There's the double, everybody. There's the double.
Yep.
So, I'm looking forward to New York Comic Con though, because the special edition, because we had a lot of fun last year. We got a lot of prints. We got to meet a lot of nice people, a lot of great people. We had a lot of great interviews, and I'm looking forward to doing all of that again this coming June. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I know it's going to be a lot of fun because it was a blast, like I said last year.
I believe it's going to be on June 6th and 7th, Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday and Sunday event. So if you are in the New York area, go check it out, get some tickets, and meet up with us because we definitely would love to see you guys there. It was in Artist Alley, so it's a very small, not very small, but it's a small piece of the convention, so it's you'll find us. It's not
I was
hard.
shocked last year because when we went in last year, because it was the first annual, nothing was hung up and the whole thing was empty. I'm like,
yeah,
what happened?
It's surreal when you pass by the big part of the New York Comic Con convention and nothing's there because, well, it's not New York Comic Con. It's
special edition,
which was only in Artist Alley, so it was kind of weird.
Yeah, and there's no games. It's just all about the comic books, all about the artists, and all about
which isn't a bad thing.
But no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's fun because last year we had an interview with Ryan Jampol of Archie Comics. I really want to interview with them with the whole World Unite.
And I got to talk with Dave Marquez.
Yep.
It was a really good convention because we got to talk to a lot of people that we didn't even get to see at New York Comic Con. There's the double, by the way. So it's okay. All right, so we have most of the series now. I think the only one we are
a double, is it?
I could swear it is. Maybe I'm wrong.
No,
I don't know.
It's what's a
common? So we basically have everything now except for the Grunt, which I can live without, and the actual Covenant Brute Stalker, which is the invisible brute.
Rare, so good luck finding that.
So you can put this back now. Yeah. So we're looking forward to New York Comic Con Special Edition. It was a real huge blast last time. It's going to be a blast this time.
Yep. And I'm really looking forward for the interviews as well with lots of comic companies.
Yeah.
And now on to the questions.
Oh, the comments. Let's see if we got any comments yet. I know we got a couple of ads.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. I did not turn the volume up on this yet. There. I'm going to lower the volume now, so I'm going to deal with that.
All right.
And we do have some. Nick, before you guys get started, do you guys have any favorite John Carpenter films? Make the list, Nick, and I will let you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Because out of my head, I don't know. And Smash says, "Hey, what's up? What's up, Smash?
What's up, Smash?
Hey, Mike, Chris, and Mike. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday, Scotty.
CGIF.
It's a Friday and it's a live show. And by the way, let me say this now, and I'll say it again at the end of the show. Next week, as you guys know, I am part of the Zone 4 podcast family now, and I am part of the rotating staff. I am the group that goes let's try this again. There's the main Zone 4 podcasters that do their show, and that show is live tonight, by the way, guys. Go check that out. And then in 2 weeks is the rotating staff, which is myself and Mike Spider Slayer, switching out with Ron and Gordon, and Brant and John will still be part of the Zone 4 podcast as well. So because of that, we are going to be recording Zone 4's podcast. As you guys know, Zone 4 is always pre-recorded. I mean, I don't think anybody didn't know that already. But we will be recording it the Friday before it comes out. So because of that, unfortunately, because scheduling is very hard because I work till 6. Mike's schedule is very busy also, so we had to kind of find a place in between. And unfortunately, the only day we could pick was Friday. So instead of doing It's a Podcast, which is the next live show set up to come out on this channel, instead of doing it on Friday, the It's a Podcast live show will be on Thursday. It won't always happen this way, guys. It's just, this is the first podcast back, or the first one that Mike Spider Slayer is on with us. So hopefully things will work out better next time. So this way I won't have to reschedule a live show. 90% of the time it will be on Friday. However, this coming Friday is Friday the 13th. So instead of doing It's a Podcast, as I said, it's going to be on Thursday. I'll be doing, however, something on Friday on this channel, live show-wise, for Friday the 13th. What? I don't know. We might call it Dark Avenger Live Friday the 13th special. It will be obviously late at night. Let me finish, and then you can say what you want to say. It will obviously be late at night because we're going to be recording after I get back from work. So it'll probably be around 11 o'clock. It might only be an hour. It might be at 10:30. I don't know. It depends on when we actually have a chance. And we'll be doing a Friday the 13th special where it'll be kind of like this show, a little bit of everything. And we'll be just celebrating a little bit of Friday the 13th. And then that'll be it. So for those of you that can't make Thursday live, hopefully you'll make it Friday live. However, just know in advance that it will definitely be a late night live show because I'll be recording Zone 4 with everybody. So whenever we finish and whenever everything is said and done, we'll see if I'll be on. We'll see if I can maybe drag Brant on for a bit. Mike will be here, and we'll do it that way. So that was it. Now, what did you have to say?
No, I'm just saying that it's really funny how February is going to be Friday 13th, and then March is also going to be Friday 13th. I believe there's going to be a third one. I forgot when. Let me check.
Of course, there'll be another one.
No, I know, but it's just weird how I believe there's like 3 this year and stuff. Let me check my handy dandy calendar.
Your handy dandy. He has a handy dandy calendar.
Handy dandy calendar.
He has a handy dandy calendar.
Oh,
okay.
November, and then that's it.
And thank you, Nick. I knew he probably had this all set up just in case.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it says, hey guys, how's it going? Hi, Justin. Great to have you on the live show with us. And then congrats on the Zone 4 spot. Can't wait for the Zone 4 podcast to return. The Zone 4 podcast is back today, Justin. It's with the main cast, the original cast. So you can definitely go check it out. I know Brant said there's a lot of really great stuff they discussed on the show. I can't wait to listen to it myself. I'll probably be doing it tonight after doing this live show and after doing my one video for Frontline. Myself and Mike Spider-Slayer will be on the next show, and we're going to have a blast. We're going to be talking comic books and whatnot. So
yeah,
blast all around. Now let's go back. Now the list.
Big Trouble in Little China. I read that.
Yeah. What's your view? Oh, I'll do that in a minute. Now the films John Carpenter directed. Dark Star, never saw it. Halloween was good. The Fog, I didn't like. Escape from New York was good. The Thing was excellent. Escape from LA, no.
Darkness, I think I remember that.
I might have seen some of these, and I just don't remember. But a lot of these movies really aren't my type. I think Starman I saw also.
Is there more? Because I see.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Ghost of Mars and the War. No.
Well, there are some familiar films that...
The Thing, I have to say, would definitely be my #1 favorite. I love that movie. Not the remake either. I'm talking about The Thing, period.
Yeah,
the
what's
original.
with the remakes? I mean, they make these remake movies.
I don't know.
And even Halloween was... The second remake was with Rob Zombie directing it, and I heard that was a little... okay. I mean, it's Rob Zombie. I mean,
and then there's what's your thoughts on Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley coming back together to do Ultimate Universe: The End? It's basically them finishing what they started, but I don't think the Ultimate Universe is going to end forever. I think it's just a see you in about a year, or if not, maybe less, because how long can Battle World honestly go on? How long do you really think Battle World can last?
Probably half a year.
Maybe. A year
give
at
or take.
And then what's your view on Brian Michael Bendis leaving Uncanny X-Men with issue 600 and all new X-Men in May, and also signing a new contract with Marvel Comics? Brian Michael Bendis leaving X-Men, I have no opinion because I really don't read too much. I'm sad that he's leaving all new X-Men because I've sort of been enjoying it. I mean, I say sort of right now because I did not get to read Black Vortex yet. I know that that's going to be leading into all new X-Men and all of the Guardians of the Galaxy books. But his run was pretty good with the all new X-Men. I've been enjoying it. There were some, not bad but average reads from all new X-Men, but he said as long as he's on X-Men that Charles Xavier isn't coming back to life. My thoughts are maybe he's leaving the book because they want to bring Charles Xavier back. I don't know. I doubt that. Maybe they offered him another comic series. But I know that Marvel's they're throwing so many different ideas out there. It's like DC Comics throwing out all this new bullshit that's going to happen after Convergence. But we'll get into that in a little bit. With Marvel Comics, though, I mean, everybody's talking about the all-female Avengers team that's going to be taking over the Avengers. Everybody went crazy when Thor became a female. Everybody went crazy when Falcon became Captain America. To be honest, I don't understand why Marvel has to change everything up. Why they're changing everything up. Even Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, they're trying to push them away from Magneto to kind of keep them away from the X-Men side and push them more towards the Avengers side. It's like,
yeah.
Do we really? I mean, I'm glad they're making an all-woman Avenger team, don't get me wrong. But I don't know, there's just some times where I feel like Marvel's trying to push something else out there, and it's, I don't know. And a lot of their books are becoming like ridiculously priced. $5.99 for a lot of their #1s and a lot of their big books. Next week, his book, which is Darth Vader #1, the one that's the beginning of his miniseries, is $5. Yeah. It was $5. And I'm sure Princess Leia is going to be the same. Star Wars was the same, but thank God Star Wars issue 2 was down to $3.99. I'm sure that Darth Vader probably will go down the same thing with Princess Leia. But still, every first issue now we got to worry about a $5 price tag. Is it worth it? What do you guys think? I don't know. $5.99 for a comic book. I mean, at least DC Comics. I mean, yeah, they're doing all this crazy stuff with their books after their Convergence, but at least their books are staying at $2-3.99. They're not pushing to $5.
Yeah. I don't know. Everything's just changing with the prices and the economy and everything. It's just...
I don't know. I just feel like with the big two, I'm being really turned off by a lot of stuff that's going on because it's too much. I mean, and right from, especially with DC, when it comes to Convergence, right after Convergence, we're getting Divergence. DC fought so hard to not have an event for years. First, then we had Forever Evil, the first big, or Trinity War. That was the first one. War. Then it led into Forever Evil. Then it led into Future's End, World's End, and now Convergence. Now Convergence is leading into...
It was Forever Evil Blight.
That's part of Forever Evil, dude. Anyway, now it's going into Convergence. Now Convergence is going into Divergence. What's Divergence going to go into next? Do we need events? I mean, Marvel and DC keeps throwing out events. Why can't we just focus on the characters in their books? Is it that hard? Is it that boring for DC and Marvel to do that? That's one thing the indie companies, I feel, do right. Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman focuses just on Walking Dead. Saga focuses just on Saga. Now, granted, all these books aren't in the same universe. Zenoscope. These are all in the same universe. Yes, Realm War is going on. Grim Fairy Tales, however, has its own story it's telling, separate from Realm War. Jungle Book, separate from Realm War. They do have tie-ins to Realm War, but at the same time, all of their books aren't being screwed by it. They have other things going on while... Yes, there's Realm War, the main title. There's little tie-ins that they're throwing in. But with DC Comics, Convergence is covering everything. 24 or 5 books are being canceled to bring in 24 or 5 other books. And not all of them are ongoing. A handful of them, actually 5 of them, I believe, are miniseries. And we'll get into that. Why? Why is DC literally canceling and starting up? I forget where I saw it, but somebody was making fun of how since the New 52 started, over 52 titles have been canceled and newer titles have come on to try to take their place.
Yeah, and they got canceled too.
Nice amount of them did. Yes, yeah. They certainly did.
I should know because I read most of them.
And it's frustrating. As a reader and as a longtime loyal DC comic fan, I don't know how much more of this stuff I could take. And then let's talk about that new Superman costume. It's not new. It's basically little tweaks to what we already get. A new cape, a new belt, hand gloves, and instead of a V-neck collar, it's now just straight up collar. And John Romita Jr. still cannot draw. I'm not a fan of John Romita Jr.'s artwork. And with Jeff Johns, it's been announced that Jeff Johns is leaving Superman after this month's issue. John Romita Jr. is staying on the book.
Oh, he's staying on the book?
He's staying on the book. John Romita Jr.'s artwork is very hard to get into. And when you do get into it, you only get into it for so long, and then you're kind of like, okay, when is this going to end? And John Romita Jr. is staying on Superman after Convergence, so obviously he's going to be on the book at least for another half a year. No offense to the man's artwork. I know a lot of people like John Romita Jr.'s artwork. I do not. I am a fan of John Romita Sr.'s artwork. John Romita Jr.'s artwork is way too sketchy and blocky for me. His characters all look almost identical, and I just don't like it. I mean, I got Avengers #1. This is back during the Heroic Age. And he was doing that book, and the artwork was the first thing that turned me off, and then the story itself just put the nail in the coffin for that series. The only reason why I'm still picking up Superman is because I never dropped Superman. That's if there's one title in this world I'll never drop again, because I tried dropping it and I couldn't. It's Superman, and because I dropped it, as a matter of fact, I'm still looking for that one annual I didn't get from way back in the New 52 days. So I'll just suffer through it, but man, I hope John Romita Jr. does not stay as long as people are saying. Okay. Going on to questions. Nick says, did you notice that Green Lantern lowered the cover price from $3.99 to $2.99? No, I did not. I actually stopped buying Green Lantern, but it makes sense. The book actually went down in sales. A lot of us on Frontline didn't like the book. Issue 39 was the first book I think we all unanimously enjoyed. 38 was the first book we all unanimously enjoyed for the first time in months. So I might go back and get a physical copy of 38. I'm going to check out 39 first digitally to make sure that the book is staying on track and it wasn't just a one-hit wonder. But either way, it doesn't matter. $3.99, $2.99. If they give us a good Green Lantern book, I will read it. If they do not, I am going to keep it off my buy pile, because money is not exactly something we have. We are not millionaires, so you got to, when you have a budget, you know, there's only so many books you can get. You got to pick and choose which ones work and which ones do not. Smash says all these events confuse the crap out of me. Sort of part of the reason why, what turned me off to comics personally. That's a perfect example why I tried. Guys, for those of you that don't know Smash, Smash is a friend of mine. We met on Xbox. We used to play games all the time. We still do play games from time to time whenever he decides to fix his Xbox Live to work. He's been on a few of these live shows. I'm sure he'll show up on Dark Avenger Live at some point. Maybe we'll have him on Epic Rewind as a guest when we're talking video games and whatnot. But for the most part, I tried to get a lot of my friends that were on Xbox into comics. Mike T, I did get into comics. He does buy regularly a group of comics, but Smash never got into it. And that's one of the reasons a lot of people are turned off by event after event after event, because this is the cash cow. This is where all the money disappears. And I know a few people, I believe Audrey and Craig mentioned this either on Twitter, on one of their videos, or on Instagram, because I follow them on all of those things. And they said, she said she's only getting the main Convergence series and maybe a few other things. She's not going to be getting the whole series. I will be, because I've literally not been buying as much as I used to. I really am not. Well, Mike's been grabbing a bulk of the books, but I've really just not been interested in a lot of stuff lately when it comes to the big two. It's been hard to really get into a lot of the books, minus the ones that I'm really enjoying, like Deathstroke and Batman Superman's going really well right now. Action Comics is on an average read rate. Superman, like I said, John Romita Jr.'s artwork makes it hard. Superman, Wonder Woman goes from a good read to an average read from time to time. What else do I read? Batman, it depends, really. It's up and down, but I trust Scott Snyder. Like I said, I trust him to get us out of this Endgame story arc. Justice League's really good. Jeff Johns does a great job. But I dropped Green Lantern recently. Teen Titans I could not get into. I might get back into it when Superboy jumps back into Teen Titans. I'll give that one a shot. I dropped Supergirl because I wasn't interested in that. They're not bringing Superboy back during Divergence, but if they do give him another shot at some point, I might grab it. But you know, I've really delved into a lot of the indie books. Star Wars, I really was very, very happy with the first issue. I was very worried with Marvel's first issue. I just got the second issue today. By the way, after everything, after this live show, after I do the video for Frontline, I will definitely be doing a haul video. I have comics to show you guys. I got a couple of extras this week. No video games this week. Obviously, nothing came out. But the haul video should be up after this. I'm very excited to. Well, let's not. I'm jumping around. Let's keep on DC right now. DC and Marvel, especially Marvel with Battle World. Every time I think about it, my head wants to explode with the map and everything that's going to be involved with Battle World. I mean, they're canceling Spider-Man 2099. They're canceling this book to renumber it and bring it back as Spider-Man Spider-World or something, Spider-Man 2099 Battle World or something. And it's like, okay. So basically it's going to be, it's still written by Peter David. It's still probably going to have the same artist. Why do we have to renumber the book? Oh, yeah, that's right. Battle World. We're not Marvel Universe anymore. We're Battle World now. How long is this going to last?
Probably forever.
What about you? You don't read too much. You read a couple of books.
No, like, I read mostly the books that I've seen getting canceled mostly have been from DC more than Marvel. Like, granted, recently that there was a cancellation, well, the last issue actually, of the all-new X Factor, and there's not really any other books that I could remember that Marvel canceled from what I read. Like, for DC, it was All-Star Western, it was Hawk and Dove, then it was, what was that other book I used to read? I can't remember.
All-Star Western?
I said All-Star Western.
All-Star Western, John Constantine.
John Constantine.
Not Pandora. Phantom Stranger, Pandora.
Well, now the Trinity of Sin.
Now the Trinity of Sin. I'm trying to think of all the books I can.
There was just so many that I read. like the All New Invaders was just going like
That was
nowhere,
Marvel,
really.
yeah.
That just went down, and Red Hood and the Outlaws went down. I don't even know why I got.
Oh, that's
everything
getting
in for
canceled,
that.
and we'll talk about that during
Good.
Divergence.
Let's see. I mean, still Green Arrow's doing very well, at least in my eyes. The Punisher going to LA was a great idea for them. The artists did change in a beautiful way when they did the recent Mega Man Ultimate Betrayal. Like the artwork is just outstanding, and even the story's amazing. It was just like I was looking at the book, and I like was looking at the artwork and the story and everything. It's really like a win right there with that book. And I've read some other books for this week, which none of this week was very disappointing at all. None.
I hope I'll feel the same way. I really do.
Yeah, what else did I used to read? X-Men Legacy I used to read, and I dropped that because that story was just...
That shut down anyway, though.
Yeah, because that story was just... I don't know, like, it was good, but then it got a little bit like, okay, is that necessary to put in a book? Like, it was getting all lopsy and all that other stuff. I've just read so many, I just gave up on them.
All right, and before we jump into any more comments, I'm going to go on to the list. I want to go on the list of the Divergence books, and
yeah, because there's a lot of those books that are going to be coming out that I want to that you should tell them about if they don't know.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to go through it one by one, and we're going to say whether we're interested in it or not, and which one of us is going to be reading it. Because a lot of them we probably will be reading. A lot of them, a few of them, we probably won't even bother with. Because I'm not. One thing I learned is especially when it comes to certain books. Ew.
What's it? Oh,
I had something in my. Oh, especially when it comes to certain books. I don't know.
It's like
I don't know. I need more info on them, so I'm gonna say I don't know or yes. Batman Beyond, obviously I will be getting. Obviously, Batman Beyond World is going to be ending. It's written by Dan Jurgens. Art is by Bernard Chang. I'm going to give it a shot. Obviously, this is going to be swinging out of Future's End and not the Batman Beyond universe that we're used to. Maybe we'll be getting both. Maybe because Batman Beyond right now, the World one is the digital first books. Maybe this Batman Beyond will be a different title or the New 52 universe version of Batman Beyond, which could be interesting because it'll be a retelling of something that we've seen on TV. Right. So I'm looking forward to it. Especially because it's written by Dan Jurgens. I'll definitely grab that. Next, we have Batmite, which is going to be a 6-issue limited series. It's written by Dan Jurgens, and the art is by Corin Howell. Maybe Michael will grab that. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of Batmite.
I don't really like.
I don't know what Batmite is what they're gonna do with Batmite. I might grab the first issue because it is Dan Jurgens writing it and see what they're gonna do with it. But I doubt I'm gonna keep on it. But Bizarro, a 6-issue limited series written by Heath Corson and art is by Gustav Darnty. That I might actually
Wasn't Bizarre Stories kind of a little dwelling?
No, I mean they're probably gonna probably it's gonna be Lex Luthor recloning the clone or
again.
Back. I don't know. Black Canary by Brendan Fletcher and art by Annie Wu and Irene Coe. I'm not a Black Canary fan, and obviously they're doing this because she's doing really well on Arrow, but I don't see myself enjoying that book. What about you?
I haven't really heard any good stuff about this one. I'm really debating. I'm not sure. Constantine,
the Hellblazer, written by Ming Doily. I hope I said your name right. And art by Riley Rossmo. I think
maybe I'll give it a shot. I was just about to say I'll give it a shot and see, but if not, then I'll give it another chance. Then I'll drop it.
Right. Cyborg by David Walker and art by Ivan Reis. The only reason why I would pick this book up is the art by Ivan Reis. Honestly, I love Ivan Reis's artwork. So, or Rice, however you pronounce his last name. I might pick it up for his artwork alone and then see how the story goes. And if it stinks, drop it. Dark Universe, written by James Tinian IV and art by Ming Doily. I think that's going to be
mine with Justice League Dark. Now is Dark Universe.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Green Lantern Lost Army, written by Cullen Bunn and art by Jesus San Size and Javi Pina. No way.
No.
If I learned anything from the Green Lantern series right now, it's not to trust anything when it comes to their stuff. Now, Doomed by Scott Lobdell and art by Hernandez, I might try it. I don't know what Doomed is. I mean, I'm sure if you go
Doomsday,
I don't know. I'm actually going to. There is it is live on Comic Frontline. I believe on Comic Frontline there is pictures with everything. So I'm going to go check that out. And while I'm doing that, you could talk about the next one. It's Earth 2 Society.
Yeah, the Earth 2 Society, written by
It's basically Justice Society, I believe. It feels like it's going to be Justice
Society. It's
Society.
written by Daniel Wilson and art by George or Jorge Jimenez. Like, after when I read about Earth 2 Society, like this Justice Society in the Villains Month issue, maybe I'll give that a shot, but I'll see how that goes for my issue. There's a Dr. Fate, which is...
That I'll be getting.
Yeah.
I think Dr. Fate is definitely something worth reading into, maybe.
And that's written by Paul Levitz and artist by Sonny Lou? Yeah, Lou, yeah. Let's see. We have Harley Quinn / Power Girl, which is
I'm sorry, 24
issues.
new and 25 old.
Oh. Well, I was saying Harley Quinn, Power Girl, 6-issue limited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really a Harley Quinn fan, really, after reading the comic. But for those of you who are, it's written by Jimmy Palmiante and Amanda Connor, and art is by Stefan Rocks.
Who are you?
Right here.
You know, I'm not getting that.
No, me neither, because I don't like Harley Quinn. This one I'm going to get, Justice League of America, which is written and art by Brian Hitch. Now, Justice League of America is like one of those comics that I did read before, and I believe after a certain issue got canceled with Justice League United. Yeah, it was with Justice League United. So now that'd be great to see that back. As well as...
No, they have art designs for a lot of them.
Oh.
Batmite, Bizarro, Black Canaries, Cyborg has some. Doomed. Okay, Doomed is definitely not Doomsday #1, but it looks interesting. I might grab it just to see.
Yeah. All right, the next one, Matt, is Justice League 3001.
Oh, wow. I might actually be getting Justice League of America. It looks like it has the regular Justice League.
Okay, then I guess that'll be your book then.
Keep going.
All right, I'm at Justice League 3000, which is written by...
3001.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2001. Thank you. Written by Keith Giffen and art is by Howard Porter. So maybe that'll be for my book. 3001. I mean, might as well keep in touch with one of the Justice League titles. There's a Martian Manhunter
by Rob Williams and art by Ben Oliver. I don't think I'm going to get that.
I've really read about Martian Manhunter.
Martian.
Yeah, but Martian Manhunter, I don't think I need to be told again about a story.
Midnighter, written by Steve Orlando and art by ACL. Midnighter was in a Grayson book, and I did not like the character.
No.
Mystic you might like, written by Alyssa Whitney and art by Stay Tuned. Oh, there's no artist on stamp. There's no
Mystic
artist
might
yet.
as well. It looks fancy.
Omega Man by Tom King and art by Alec Morgan. Maybe Michael could grab it.
Well,
Prez, written by Mark Russell and Ben Caldwell. I'm not getting that. I'm not even wasting my time. That book does not. I just saw the artwork. Red Hood Arsenal, written by Scott Lobdell and art by Denise Medry. You should try that one.
Well, that's the Red Hour, right?
Red Hood and Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I'll...
Robin, Son of Batman, written by Patrick Gleason and art by Patrick Gleason. I might try it. Section 8, which is a 6-issue limited series by Garth Ennis, and art is by John Crea. Because of Garth Ennis, I might try the first issue, but I don't think I'll be staying on. Starfire Mike should be getting written by Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor, art by Emanuela Lupacino.
Why are they making this?
This series has me the most, and this is the last new one. We Are Robin, written by Lee Bermeno and art by you like it?
No, I'm just saying the title.
I'm not. Robin. Michael can try it. I'm definitely not interested. And then the ongoings, I'm not going to give the names of the people on the ongoings. You can definitely check it out. One thing I will say is replacing John Romita Jr. on Superman is going to be, I believe, Jean Lu Yang. So I'm very worried for Superman. But anyway, Action Comics, Aquaman, Batgirl, Batman, Detective Comics, Batman, Superman, Catwoman, Deathstroke, The Flash, Gotham Academy, Gotham by Midnight, Grayson, I have no clue why, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Harley Quinn, Justice League United, Lobo, Secret Six, Sinestro, New Suicide Squad, Superman, Wonder Woman, Teen Titans, and Wonder Woman will all be remaining with possible new teams. I know Wonder Woman has the same team, Meredith and Meredith Finch and her husband David Finch. Wow, yeah. I'm stupid. So I'll be sticking with Wonder Woman. I'm going to be sticking with all the Superman books. When it comes to Green Lantern, I'm going to wait and see how 39 went this week. I'm going to check it out digitally, and then we'll see.
Tell me something about Green Arrow, though.
Green Arrow's team is completely changing. It's going to be, you want to hear your team? Yeah. Green Arrow's team will be written by Ben Percy and art by Zurcher.
I don't think I've ever heard of those people.
And Rob Vendetti's still on Green Lantern, so whatever is going on now with Green Lantern is going to continue. Jeff Johns remains on Justice League. And Justice League United is going to have a completely new team because it says stay tuned for following. So, all in all, we all knew that Convergence wasn't going to bring the old DC Universe back, so nobody please act too upset that it's not the old DC Universe. I'm going to look really quickly and see how the comments are going.
So yeah, there's a lot that's just changing in these in the DC world. I mean, Marvel,
Marvel is just Battle World.
Exactly. Well, with the whole thing of what's going on, including with I believe, what was it?
And Justin Paget just said 17 minutes ago, how in the world did Grayson survive Convergence? Would have been a great time to bring Nightwing back. I agree, Justin. This would have been the perfect time to undo the whole Grayson thing and bring Nightwing and the Nightwing comic back and cancel Grayson. I do not understand how Grayson survived. That is one of the titles out of a few that I'm actually shocked made it past Convergence. And I'm upset about it also in a way. Okay, let's see. Yeah. What 5 artists could I see do artwork on Superman to replace John Romita Jr.? Jim Lee, Dan Jurgens. I could see Ivan Reis taking over for a bit. David Finch. If you want to pay big guns, Alex Ross.
Yeah.
You read my mind. Alex Ross. Those are the 5 artists I could see on
he did Kingdom Come, and that was really...
Also, the artist that's doing Batman Superman right now, I can't remember his name, and the artist that's doing Action Comics right now, I could see them on replacing John Romita Jr. too. They're pretty good. Let's see. Did you see Big Trouble in Little China? It was a good movie. I know you guys read the comic.
I did.
I read the movie. I watched the movie. It was good. It was a good movie.
I just read the comic. I never saw the movie.
For you, what's your view on Andrew Kritzenberg not writing Green Arrow after Convergence? We just talked about the new team.
So, I gotta just wait to see, because this week's Green Arrow was pretty good. I like the part where he has like a new team of his own. Not going to spoil it. I'll wait to do that for the comic Frontline reviews, or your Big 2 review for this week, if I will probably spoil it. It was really amazing, and the story was okay, but it's still in the recommended pile because the art is great and everything. Yeah. It's just falling into place for Oliver, where everybody's hating him thanks to King, who turned him against him because he told the people, with him being a vigilante, whoever gets the head or anything of Green Lantern to give to him will be paid big bucks. And knowing that that's going to be a scheme, the people not knowing that because they're brain dead or out there, then...
Well, it is comic book land.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they don't know that it's just not... They're not going to be paid at all. I even know that.
At least one thing I got to give DC props for is they didn't keep us guessing. They didn't beat around the bush. They didn't make you sit there and wonder, okay, what's going to happen after Convergence? What are we going to expect? And continue to speculate that, the old DCU is going to come back, or, the DCU is going to be destroyed once and for all. At least they were honest, and they said, here, 25 books are continuing, 24 books are going to be brand new to take over for the canceled books. So at least they were nice to do that. And I guess we're only going to be getting 2 months of the classic characters, the ones that I grew up with, the ones that we all know and love. And then who knows what's going to happen to them. They'll probably fall back into the multiverse, or God save DC Comics if they just erase them all from existence. God save DC if they do that. Well, basically, I just won't be buying a lot of DC anymore. I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but I like DC the way it was, not the way it is. There was a press conference, and DC said they're going to be treating their Trinity a lot better than they've been the past couple of years. As the great saying goes, I'll believe it when I see it. And right now, I do not see it, at least with Superman. With Batman, he's doing good. With Wonder Woman, she's got the team of Meredith and David Finch. Shit, she's doing good. So that's 2 of your 3 corners of your Trinity. I think, DC, it's time to fix Superman. You know, help Superman now because you've done good jobs with the other 2. Superman needs some serious help. Help him now. I mean, Wonder Woman's doing great now. So is Batman. Superman, you know, he only has 2 titles and then 2 crossover books. So it's only 4 books, and 2 of those books have Wonder Woman. 1 of those books have Batman. 1 of those books has Wonder Woman. You know, you could help Superman now. You know, the Just Superman books, those 2 books, Action and Superman, you know, get John Romita Jr. off and bring some real stories into it. You know, don't do ever again that Doom story arc that literally almost threw half of the fans of Superman drew them away from Superman. That would be great. But with Marvel, Battle World maps hurt my brain. I don't know. What's your view on Keith Giffen? He wrote the first Justice League International. I liked Justice League. Justice League. Not the one I reviewed, the one that's way back when. I think that's what Nick means. The one that's way back. I read the International.
Is it the one with that? Oh god, what was that?
If it's with Guy Gardner as Green Lantern.
No. That new guy that was in it. The one I wasn't too.
Lucia Gold.
No. The newer guy, the one that could make the earth shake and everything. He had his own comic. Oh, I can't even remember what his name is.
That's an X-Men.
No, that's the Justice League.
Okay, while Mike thinks of that, I don't know. I'm just gonna take each event as it comes, but I just have a feeling at some point I'm gonna be reading a lot of my, not a lot, but a good handful of my big 2 books digitally, because I can't see myself spending all this money just to find the book average or lackluster anymore. I mean, if I'm going to pay for something, I want to enjoy it. And I feel like, you know, everything is focused so much on events. Nobody's focusing on the main books anymore. You know, the books that should have their own stories that are important to the world, you know, to the worlds in general. I mean, old DCU, these stories all mattered in their books. Now it's like every time I finish reading a Superman story, it's forgettable. Every time I read a Batman story that isn't in the Batman book, like from Detective or Batman and Robin, it's something that we just blow over and we move to the next thing, you know? Give us events. You want to give us events? Fine. Space them out a bit more, especially you, Marvel. But give us good stories in the individual books too. And for God's sakes, DC, get rid of Grayson and bring Nightwing back. That book is a Bucky Barnes fail that's happened already. It's not waiting to happen. It has happened. In the September month, when they did 5 years later, you killed Dick. That's what you're doing to this book, and you're doing to the character. You're killing him slowly. Fix this, DC. Come on. Seriously. It's not brain science. It's not rocket science. We just want good stories in our regular monthly books as well as your events, which we won't talk about how the weeklies are going. I don't know about any of you guys out there. I don't know about any of you guys. Batman Eternal has definitely picked up. I did not read this past Wednesday's issue, so don't hold me to that. As far as last Wednesday's issue, though, Batman Eternal picked up. Future's End has been a cluster since day 1. World's End was up here, and it's sunk to below sea level already. I don't know if World's End could get any worse. And it dragged Earth 2 down with it. It took Tom Taylor 1 issue to bring the series back. That series was going to be canceled. Earth 2 was literally, it had to have been on the brink of being canceled. And Tom Taylor made the book worth reading. He made it enjoyable. I loved it. You got introduced to Val Zod. You got all this new stuff happening, and then you brought in World's End. And everybody on Earth 2 was excited because like, oh, awesome. It's a weekly event for Earth 2. It's going to be great. And then you screwed it up. How you did that, DC, when you had such a strong title, I don't know. And I pray to God when you do Earth 2 Society, you don't do the same thing again. Well, you're not. Obviously, I haven't heard of any weeklies coming out from DC anymore, but hopefully you don't screw up the actual book itself. And while we're talking about books, let's grab the first book to do for the contest, and that's going to be Nova. So I'm going to open up Nova. I'm going to put the code up to the screen. This is Nova issue 26, right after Axis. This is the issue where Nova gets into a humongous fight with our good friend Cleese. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's your code. Enjoy. Whoever gets it. Great. I'm going to hold it for another couple of seconds. You can pause the video and then come back to us live after you figure out if you got the book or not. Are we on regular or are we on? No, we're on original. Okay. So that was Nova. Whoever gets this book, congratulations. I hope you guys, or whichever one of you gets this book, you enjoy it as much as we did reading it. There's still Spider-Man 2099, so keep your eyes out throughout this whole live show. And there's still Spider-Man and X-Men issue number 2. So now let's talk about the videos that will be coming on this channel. As I said, the whole video will be tonight, meaning it'll be up tomorrow morning, hopefully. As far as the reviews, the indie reviews staying the same. We read way too many indie books to do a countdown.
Way too many.
And to be honest with you guys, we like doing it as a review. We enjoy it. I know a lot of you guys don't like watching it. It's definitely not one of the most popular videos on my channel, but we love what we are reading in the indie companies, and we really, I know the videos are long. We're working on shrinking the reviews a bit for each book.
I'm actually trying to review
I feel like you're not in frame. I'm going to move over a little bit. You move over too.
Now, like, I know that sometimes I give a wide perspective of stuff because, you know,
a walkthrough.
Haha, you're funny, and you know you're
yeah.
But still, like, I try to not spoil too much. But the thing is like, when I'm interested in the story that really grabbed me, I like to talk about it without giving the whole thing away. Yes. I admit sometimes I go a little bit over and give a walkthrough of some of them, especially when it's the first issue, because the first issue is always, you know. But it's just that whatever interests me, you know, I like to talk about it, and sometimes I may make mistakes with the names because, believe me, we're not.
There's too many names. Way too many names for characters.
I can't even remember some of my friends' names from way long ago, or even yesterday.
Well, there was Jared, and there was.
Well, those people, we used to hang out with them all the time. Yeah. And how could you forget some people? You know, like this is just like, this is a new character. You have to remember this character after reading 10 other books. And there are so many characters I can't even remember off the top of my head. And I don't hang out with these characters every day like I used to.
Tis true. Tis true.
I mean, they're fictional characters, but they're still interesting to read. And granted, I like to give my point of view of what I felt about the story, as well as hopefully giving it in an accurate, I had to try to get that, in an accurate way rather than misleading people and then they won't buy the book. Or they'll say I'm wrong. And we make mistakes, you know, that's just us.
But the indie review is just, we love so many books from so many companies outside the big two now. I guess that's why the show's long. The show's not long because we're talking a long time about a couple of books. The show is long because we review at least 30 books each. Well, no, that's a lie.
No,
I don't want to say
like
20.
Yeah.
About 20 books each indie review. So there's a lot of books. I purposely made sure to get the descriptions back up to date. So if you guys are interested in any indie book, you could just click the description. You go down. I put the books in order even, so you can find out what books we're talking about and at what time we're talking about them. And, you know, we love doing that. We just jumped into Nightmare World. Mike did chapter 1 last week. He'll be doing chapter 2 and 3 this week. I'll be doing Mystery Volume 1, Issue 1 this week, provided I finish reading it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, and we've met a lot of great people. We've talked with a lot of great people, and hopefully we'll be getting some writers either on It's a Podcast or on this live show. we're definitely looking to do that and have some talk back and forth, and talk with that to them about their books, whether they be artists or writers. If they're writers, about their writing books, artists' art on their artwork on the books. But we're looking to do that, and I actually am going to reach out to somebody for It's a Podcast Thursday. I don't want to spoil anything, and I don't want to say anything, and then it doesn't happen. So let's pretend like it could happen, but we don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Like I said, my Twitter is my news feed. Anything that happens, anybody who will be on a live show that I get a definite yes for, it will be on Twitter. And any little things I get, not the blind bag stuff, obviously, but any things that I get, toy-wise, jewelry-wise, figure, statue-wise, I always post on my Instagram. So check out Instagram. I'm going to try to find a way to do some comic books on Instagram, too. Maybe when I get the stack before I do the haul, I'll take a picture of the I don't know. But I'm working on Instagram, too, now, guys. So you could definitely check me out there. I post a lot of pictures on there, and I have a lot of fun doing it. It's really fun.
Yeah, especially when some of them have me and are wearing glasses playing Tomb Raiders or without a shirt on.
Yeah, with the bag on his head.
Oh, gosh.
But I'm trying to think where I was going.
And the raging I did in Lost Levels, too. For
yeah.
No, that was fun. But I was just not me because it was so frustrating.
You could also check me out on Facebook. I do not have a fan page. I don't need one. I work on Frontline and everything, but good for you.
Well, a friend made it first, which actually gave it to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, but I like to share any bits of news I get, and I'm working to really make these live shows something big. Zone4podcast.com. The schedule is up. Brant put the schedule up for all the live shows. But like I said, at the end of each live show, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing anyway. So anyway, back to the reviews. Indie review-wise is staying the same. Now, the Big 2 review is no longer a Big 2 review. It is a countdown. That video is going to be cut a lot. It's going to be at least, I don't want to say half the time, but it's going to be a little bit over half the time that we are already doing reviews. So that show is going to be really short. It's going to be however many books we get, we're going to be putting them in order of our least favorite book to our most favorite book. It's starting this week. It's going to be up this Monday morning probably. And it's literally, we're going to say why it's that place, what we liked about the book, talk a little bit about the book, but we're not going to be reviewing or going in depth with the books anymore.
Until we review it on Comic Frontline if nobody else took the books.
Right. And if somebody took the books, then we'll be either talking about it on the live show, or this is why we have Dark Avenger live and It's a Podcast live. This is where we will talk about the comic books. This is where we'll be reviewing in depth a lot of our thoughts on books. And you guys are with us. All of you watching right now are with us. And I know a lot of you out there are up to date with your comic books. We could talk back and forth about the books. I'll even ask you guys what books you'd like to hear our thoughts on. Obviously, all the books thus far we've reviewed, so I'm not going to ask now. But, for example, next week on Thursday, check out the countdown, guys, and then whichever books you'd like to hear us review that we haven't talked about somewhere else already, come on, It's a Podcast, and say, well, I'll obviously ask what books you'd like to hear us talk about, and you could tell us in the comments below what books you want to hear us talk about a bit, and we'll talk about them. Unfortunately, It's a Podcast and Dark Avenger Live are the only ones where we're going to be talking comics, because then on the third week of the month, I'll be over on Zone 4 Podcast with Brent, and we'll be talking toys and board games. And then at the end of the month, we're doing a gaming podcast. Epic Rewind is now a gaming podcast where we're going to be talking about stuff we do on Epic Rewind, on Frontline Gaming Zone, and all the gaming news that's come out for the month or what have you. But if you guys really are enjoying the comic stuff, I mean, I could put a review show of all the books we read on Comic Frontline. I could do an extra review show maybe on here if I have the time. But see, the reason we're replacing the review instead of making a countdown and then a review is because of time. So if you guys would like to see a Dark Avenger review show maybe on Comic Frontline in the future, we'll debate about it. But let us know. You guys are watching now. Say it now. If you'd like to see the review show, try to keep going. I mean, obviously it won't be in with the background. That'll be for the countdown now. But if you'd like to see a review of the big 2 books still, like a group together review either on this channel or on Frontline, let me know. I know Kat does her Comic Uno review on Comic Frontline. So if you'd like to see Mike and I still do a combined review, or Mike could do a Dude Rock comic review, I could do a Dark Avenger comic review on Frontline.
For Frontline?
Yeah. we could do that. So let me know. I mean, but for right now, I think the countdown is a better choice, especially because I don't want to go as in depth. I want you guys, for the books that I love, I want you guys to go out and buy it. I don't want you to sit there and listen to me talking about the whole book from beginning to end. All right, so Nick, you have tons of questions, but I want to make sure I grab some of the others first, but I will get back to you, my brother, I promise. All right. I'm sorry, I'm grabbing them out of order. Scotty asked, what indie books are you most excited about this week? Maybe something you read recently, or something you read already. I will tell you right now, because I have our indie books on the computer, as well as Mike read his indie books. Now, this week's books that I'm looking forward to are definitely Angel and Faith, issue number 11. It's season 10, issue 11. Army of Darkness in Space. I missed issue 2, so 2 and 3 I'm going to be looking forward to. And Birthright, issue number 5, I'm really looking forward to. I enjoyed Feathers also, so issue 2 is coming out there. But those are the ones I'm most looking forward to, yeah.
The ones I'm looking forward to reading...
you read the physical.
Which one?
We have the physical ones. The Zenoscope books I'm definitely looking forward to.
Oh, the Zenoscopes, yeah. But I'm looking forward to Escape from New York, also Feathers. Let's see. Ghost number 12. Ghost has been picking up really good. There's a new title called King Jim?
Jungle Jim, issue 1 from Dynamite.
Oh, Jungle Jim, yeah.
That's something Mike's going to look into.
Yeah, I'm going to look into that. And
the Phantom number 1 was okay. Yeah, wow. You got a lot of physical, though. What physical books do we have this week?
Well, for physical
Let me see here. Hold this. I'm going to go.
I was going to grab them.
Okay, hold this. I know you were going to grab them, but I'm going to say...
He just doesn't wait till I get up. Oh, they're on the top. Yours. Yeah, let me... well, I can't see the camera.
I understand. I know Sonic and Mega Man are yours. Yeah, Grim Fairy Tales.
That's yours.
I'm looking forward to that. And that's
White Queen I read, and Tales of Terror, and both were really good. The White Queen, oh my god, I love that story. That
really I'll tell you what book I'm looking forward to.
Which one?
I'll tell everybody what book I'm looking forward to from this week, and I'm going to show the cover because this week is a week of celebration, my dear friends, and I'll tell you why.
Oh yeah, show them.
This book is an triple-sized book, as a matter of fact. This book is my return to Spawn. This is I hate this light because it's like right underneath. We should be doing this in the corner, but this book is Spawn issue number 250. The return of Al Simmons and the artwork. This is the first time I'm actually going into this book. The artwork looks interesting, and
wow.
The ending is. I don't want to spoil my own ending, but oh boy,
what? No way. Oh my god.
This looks very interesting. I'm definitely going to enjoy reading into this book.
Whoa.
A lot of dialogue, and this is going to definitely be a lot of reading, but this is I'll try my best to get through it as fast as I can. This is a huge amazing. This is definitely a huge book this week. But this book I'm looking forward to reading a lot. It's too bad I can't give you guys a digital code for this. I would definitely do this for next week's It's a Podcast Live, and you see in the back, these are all the trade paperbacks and the compendium books. I'll be honest with you guys, I would stop at when Al Simmons killed himself. I'm not a fan of whoever took over after
Tom.
No.
Wow, why did I think Tom?
Al Simmons left, and then it was somebody else. But anyway, I love the Al Simmons Spawn. So if they're bringing Al Simmons back, they might actually have me on Spawn.
I was going to check the comments for you.
Okay. Now, moving along. Please, guys, don't think we're going to miss your comments. We will be checking this a lot. Jeremy Renfro. Jeremy, my brother. Hello, friends. How are you? We're doing great. Really happy to have you on here. I haven't seen you in a while. Scotty Showman says, let me make sure I didn't miss anything yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm working my way up from the bottom of ours. Speaking of titles that got canceled in the New 52, did you guys like Resurrection Man? I thought he was pretty cool. He would die at the end of every comic and come back in the next one with a new power. Yeah, that's the one where that guy, remember we tried it, but you dropped it. You didn't like it. Where he
Every time he died, he had like a new power.
Yeah, and then he came back to life with a new power. Remember, he couldn't die. Every time he would die, he would come back.
Yeah, it was kind of getting a little repetitious.
That was Mike didn't like the repetition.
No, like
I remember it though.
It was good, but it got a little bit like okay. Every time
and I remember money was tight. That was around the time money got tight.
Because I have to say,
you have to understand, guys. There are times in the year where money gets a little bit tighter than usual.
Oh yeah.
And because of those times, the good news is most of the time it's during the holidays. So right now we're okay. But when those times hit, that's when the real cuts have to happen. Even if we don't want to cut a book, sometimes we will. But now we have the we might be able to keep going, but digitally. So we'll see. Now, Jeremy, question in the interview with Grant Morrison, he said 7 Earth were unknown for multiversity, and there were free be created by anyone. So if you could create a new DC universe, what characters and setting would you give it? Oh, that's a good one. If I was to create a DC my own version of DC Comics, I would use the old DC universe. However, I would put a twist on it. I would go back in time a bit. I would go back to the 1980s when the unified Earth was together, and I would start from there again and I would obviously modernize it. It wouldn't be like the 1980s. Everything would be more up to date with what's going on today, and I would work our way back to where they were in the year 2000. However, I would make little tweaks, little changes to stories. Obviously, the death of Superman wouldn't happen again because I don't know. That would be weird. I would actually start after the death of Superman. So it would be the 80s universe, but after the death. So Superman's not married yet. A lot of the stuff that was going on in the 90s would be intact. Obviously, Hal Jordan would be going through Parallax again, but I could see rewriting that a different way, especially if you have Jeff Johns on it from that point. I think Jeff Johns would have done an amazing job telling Hal Jordan as Parallax and giving the title over to Kyle for a couple of years or for a while, and maybe even getting a Parallax title out of Jeff Johns writing Green Lantern. But I definitely would go for a more old DC Universe feel for one of the Earths, but I would have events done a little bit differently maybe. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, Jeremy, that's a deep question, and I would literally have to sit down for days and really remembering all the characters and where they were at that time and where I'd want them to go. It would take a while for me to actually be able to answer your question fully. But would I have the Justice Society on the same Earth? I think I would, if that's one thing. I don't know, to be honest. I like how Smallville had the Justice Society first, but at the same time, the Justice Society did good on their own world too. So I probably would have them separate. I don't know, but it's a deep question, Jeremy, and it's a really good one. I definitely would. It's going to make me think for a while now. Thanks. Let's see. Continuing forward. If you saw DC news for the new 49 titles, which titles are you happy for? We already went through this, Jeremy. We went through all the new titles. When this show goes off live, you can definitely rewind and go over. We are looking forward to a couple. We are going to be skipping a couple, and there are some we're undecided yet about. Looking forward to most, though, I can say Justice League of America is something I'm looking forward to a lot. Bizarro's miniseries looks interesting. I don't know why we're getting a Prez book. I'm definitely not looking forward to that book at all, if you know what I mean. Now, with Nick, is there one series by DC Comics that you guys want to see get an annual? No, because they all already got annuals, basically. Is there any series that you guys like Brian Michael Bendis to write? I'd like him to go back to Spider-Man or some part of Spider-Man, or maybe go back to the Avengers, because things have been going a little cuckoo. Avengers. Are you still reading Guardians 3000? No, we've dropped Guardians. Mike, it was during one of those tight times, like I said. Did you get Spawn 250? I just answered your question, Nick. And we did the Keith Giffen one. All right, so I'm going to put this down for a little bit again, and then we'll go back to it. But seeing as we just put this down, let's talk about Spider-Man and the X-Men issue number 2. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Your free digital book. There are 8 viewers right now, so one of you 8 viewers, if you don't have this book, your day of luck might be right now to own this really cool book. Here is your code for Spider-Man and the X-Men issue number 2. So one of you guys out there, if you don't have it and you're interested in reading it, there you go. If not, if you're watching this video and you're not watching it live, don't hesitate to try. You can definitely try the code. You never know. You might be lucky. You might actually get a code because the people watching right now, maybe they own this book already. So I would always recommend giving this a shot, even if you're watching this and it's not live. You never know. You might get the book anyway. And as we move forward with more Marvel and books that have digital codes, we definitely will be sharing. Obviously, these books came out last week. These aren't the new books. We literally get our new books today. They are right behind the computer right now. We are, we have them set for the haul. Right after that, we're going to start reading them for the Big Two and Indie. The countdown. Mike's already read them because he's been home for a while. I just got home at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, really, when you count the travel time. So I'll be reading them tonight and tomorrow for the Indie review, which we'll probably be shooting either tomorrow.
I didn't read the Indie.
So there you go. So we're going to probably be reading or reviewing the indie books on Saturday going to Sunday, and then Sunday going into Monday will be the Big Two countdown, which, again, I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
So there's one more book still, the big book. Guys, the biggest book, or my favorite book of the week. It was my #1 pick on Frontline Live this past Tuesday, is Spider-Man 2099. If you do not own a Spider-Man 2099, this is issue number 8. Stay tuned. We will be giving away the code, the digital code for this book at some point before we end this live show. Now, let's talk about some really cool news that I found out today, and this is why Michael is eventually going to get us Netflix. It has been announced today that they are in the first stages, but basically they've gotten past a lot of the red tape. Netflix will be doing a Legends of Zelda live-action series. This is not the first time Zelda's been on TV. This is actually the second. I actually have. Go ahead. You talk about Zelda a minute. And, I'm happy because I'm a huge fan of the gaming series.
Well, we had the cartoon one. I hope you're not talking about the one where he goes, "Well, excuse me, princess."
Well, that was his first adaptation.
One every episode. And one time we said, "Well, excuse me again, princess."
The first time Zelda was on TV was when this came out. And this was on Sundays. This came on TV. Yeah, this is it. That is it. This was on TVs on the weekend, and it was run by the same people that did the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. It's a 3-disc set. You can check it out. It's on Amazon.com. It's dirt cheap. I believe this was $10. We also have the Super Mario Brothers Super Show Season 1 and 2, I think it was, or the 2 volumes that equal the entirety of the show. But Legends of Zelda has been on TV before as a cartoon. Now, with a live-action show, this is something that's going to be different. And with Zelda, every game was a different story. Every Link coming into Link was a different path, was a different... what's the word? It was a different path. Let's just say it was a different path to getting to become Link.
Different direction.
Yeah, I mean, Hyrule Warriors, it was hilarious how Link was just right there. I guess every time Link dies, he just comes back and a bunch of people look like him, but it turns out only one is the true Link. But I love Zelda. I'm a huge fan. Toon Link is Link. It's just Link in the 3DS version.
3DS version, yeah.
Or the chibi version.
I think the 3D version.
Anyway, I'm very excited for this. And if this works out great, that means it opens up the doorway to other gaming franchises again. I mean, when the Mario Brothers movie came out, as a kid, I liked it. I understand a lot of you are going, "You're a blasphemer. It was evil." Yes, looking back now, obviously, as a person who, I'm grown up now a lot more than when I was a little kid. So, yes, it wasn't exactly true to the series at all.
They chose Yoshi from Jurassic Park.
And they took Yoshi from Jurassic Park, which, so looking back on that, I don't understand how I thought that was interesting. But anyway, that movie did not do justice. I love John Leguizamo, don't get me wrong, and God rest the soul of the guy that played Mario. His name just completely left my head. No, that was the TV series. I'm talking about the movie. He was also Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh, wow. Why?
Exactly. So hopefully if Zelda does good, we might get a live action Mario Brothers, Metroid. What other series? I don't. God, please don't give us a live series of Pokemon. I don't understand. I don't even think that. No, but that again, Pokemon's its own franchise. But the Nintendo's like, I don't think you can get a live action Kirby or Donkey Kong. But maybe you could get a spinoff from Mario. But I wouldn't mind seeing a live action Mario or Metroid. Those are two, or Star Fox. Yeah. I don't know. Star Fox I think would be more animated. Same thing with like Kirby. See, those can't be live action Kirby or Star Fox, I don't think. I mean, it would be hard to pull off a Kirby. Star Fox, you can do it technically. That would be interesting if they did Star Fox. But there's so many franchises. If this works for Link, it opens the door to all of that. I mean, Halo, in the Master Chief Collection, we got a 6-episode series from Halo.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brent. Bob Hopkins.
Thank you, Bob Hopkins.
And if you're watching, Brent, why don't you come on? Everybody's waiting. No, I'm just kidding. I know you're busy. Brent is a very busy person. I tell all of you, you guys have no idea how busy he is. Listen to me when I tell you, big things are coming from Fowler Incorporated soon, and hopefully I will be a part of the big stuff that comes out of it. It'll be like the Fowler Ventura compilation. Somebody make up a name in the comments for the Fowler Ventura thing. Yes, I said Fowler and Ventura because that's what it would be. His name and then
I get that.
I don't mind taking the second name. I don't mind being the understudy.
Or FMV or the VNF.
No, F&V, son. Yeah.
The VNF.
So, Brant and Chris Incorporated. There you go.
What about me?
I mean, we have. Well, you fall under my name.
Yeah, but I could be a Michael in there, you know.
Yeah, but that's 3 names then.
You should believe in Michael. I believe in Michael. That's what the song sounded like. It just popped in my head, actually. I don't know how. It just popped in my head.
Let's break away from the random for a minute and go back to what we were talking about.
So go ahead.
So I think this is great. As a Legends of Zelda fan, this is going to be great, especially if they get good casting. I mean, look, Marvel's got Daredevil, Jessica Drew set up already. They've got lots of stuff that's working towards the Defenders. Netflix is blowing up right now with these series exclusive, these Netflix exclusive series. If they get Link, if they get Legends of Zelda right, and it's amazing and it's awesome and people love it and they want more, can you imagine all the stuff that we could be getting out of Netflix? I am excited, and I'm praying that this series is going to stay true to the characters. Now, again, Legends of Zelda never had a structured story. Never. Link had a structured, a semi-relatable. In every game, his costume was basically the same. Basically, it did change. The shields always changed. The Master Sword had tons of different models. As a matter of fact, here, Ellie was so cool. She actually, for Christmas, got me Legends of Zelda keychain set, and it was actually this one that she got. There is a sword one, but the one she got me here is all the different shields. So Link went through all the. Ooh, this one's gonna fall out. Don't fall out. There's a lot of different shields that Zelda's have gone through. So you could definitely pick a different. You can make a unique shield for the TV series. Definitely. Same thing with the Master Sword. I mean, this was technically the default holster for a Master Sword. So but you could definitely tweak that too. I have my own Master Sword too, but and obviously you can't change the Triforce with the wisdom, power, and courage. But at the same time, a lot of other things are debatable other than the Triforce and the costume that Link wears. Oops, forgot to put the chain away.
Yeah, you forgot about that.
So I'm definitely open to whatever Netflix is going to be doing, and this definitely makes me want to go get Netflix, or Mike go get Netflix.
No, you should get Netflix.
No, I wish I could.
I can't.
I could.
No, I can't. You're the Link fan. You should.
I should.
What's the best character in the game? Which character?
Link is the best character in any game he touches. You shut your mouth.
In the olden days, James Nintendo Nerd, did you not see his reviews of some of the games? That I could eat an Octoran or whatever the hell he said that he could eat and stuff like that. That game, you gotta admit, it was kind of... It was back then. You even said it yourself.
But I wouldn't mind seeing a Legends of Zelda comic. We can get into comic.
Or
There is a manga.
comic.
There is a manga for Zelda, but I would want to see a comic book. I want to see Nintendo get into comics, but Nintendo's in Japan, so they're too focused on mangas. So let's look into some comments again. Okay. Brant said about Bob Hoskins. 49 Annual Brent.
I'm not sure.
Spawn, I got that 4 minutes ago. Is there any non-big heroes from Marvel Comics that you guys like besides Punisher?
Any non-hero?
Non-big heroes.
Non-big hero?
And then is there any characters that we'd like to see on Netflix? On Netflix, I wouldn't mind seeing a Punisher series. I think that would be cool.
That would be.
Spider-Man 2099 would be awesome also if they could pull it off. Is it odd that Cullen Bunn is writing 5 to 7 books now and soon, like Lobo, Magneto, Moon Knight? No, it's not weird at all. Nick, this is a common, you can get work. Look at Brian Michael Bendis. He had hundreds of books for a while.
Yeah.
So it's not too uncommon. As far as the other question you asked, Nick, I'm not too sure. I'd have to really think about that too because I'm really not too deep into Marvel just yet. I'm in there, but with Battle World coming on, my head is hurting just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But this is a perfect segue into the final book of the night, ladies and gentlemen.
2099.
Spidey 2099.
Peter David, the writer.
Coming at you.
This book.
You will love this book. I will show you guys some artwork to show you guys how much you'll love this book.
Yeah, look at that. Like, wow. Just amazing.
All right, so now let's get into the code, the most important piece to this book. By the way, we will be getting Spider-Gwen. We will be getting all the Spider-Man affiliated books because I don't know what we're going to be getting Marvel-wise after the whole Battle World. So your code is, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. You can pause the video, do whatever you want, enjoy it. Whoever wins it, whoever gets it. Hope you enjoy this book as much as we did. And look forward to Amazing Spider-Man 14 in 2 weeks. Unfortunately, those books will not be on, obviously, Hall of Toys or Epic Rewind. However, I will hold those books on the side, so I will share the codes with you on the next Dark Avenger Live, or maybe I'll have a special show. Like I said, if you guys like talking comic books so much, we'll definitely talk comic books. Now, let's talk about some really great news. Mike and I are very excited. This is a really great time for us. We're trying new waters. Now, this is moving outside of comic books a little bit. Just a little bit outside of comic books, but still related to comic books, I feel.
Yeah.
First of all, you guys know how much we love doing Loot Crate and One-Up Box each and every month. And so far, unless we get really disappointed, we're going to be continuing those subscriptions. Michael is very dedicated to Loot Crate. Yes. We're enjoying One-Up also.
Not because of the interview.
Did I say I went into One-Up already?
I was just saying about Loot Crate. I'm letting them know too.
Now, a lot of people were talking to me about Nerd Block. And I said a while back that we were not going to get Nerd Block. It was a pretty expensive deal, especially compared to the prices on Loot Crate and One-Up Box. One-Up Box, I believe, is only about $10 or $11 a month. And Loot Crate, I don't know how much Loot Crate. I think Loot Crate's about 13, 14, maybe 15 a month, plus shipping and handling. So these boxes were expensive. With Nerd Block, the regular Nerd Block is $20, the arcade is $20, the horror is $20, and then the junior, which they have a boy and a girl, are $13.99 a piece. Now, if you buy in bulk, you get 10% off. Like if you get 2 blocks, your first block is standard price, your second block has 10% off. You get another block, another 10% off. You get another block, another 10% off. But it's only 10% per block, so it's not like it's going to build up to 50. If you get all the blocks, you're going to get 50% off everything. You only get 10% off the following block. So instead of paying 19, you're paying 17. Then if you get another block, you're only paying 17 again. So anyway, Mike and I decided, it's time to just check out other boxes as well. We're keeping Loot Crate. We're keeping One-Up. Michael has decided he is huge into gaming, so Michael subscribed to not only Nerd Block Classic, he'll be getting the regular Nerd Block, but he is also getting Arcade Block.
Right.
Cindy, as you guys know, Cindy's now working. She recently subscribed to Nerd Block Junior for boys and girls. Boys, obviously, for Tommy. Girls, for her. And you know how she is with, doing the stuff for the kids. She loves doing kid reviews, for the kiddie comics. So now she has kiddie subscription mystery boxes to do once a month. So she's doing that. And I decided there's only one block left, and that's the horror block. And out of everybody here, I'm the only one that could sit through a horror movie and enjoy it.
Excuse me, I could sit through a horror movie.
Yes, but I'm the one that wanted the horror block.
Just because I got scared and one time of the movie, and then when it jumped out at me and I jumped down my shorts really where you could see my boxers and all that stuff, that was the one time.
So I got the horror block. And really, we did a lot of research before we decided to subscribe to Nerd Block. Honestly, for the amount of money they're charging for the block and the shipping, because this is from Canada, we had to make sure we wanted to try it because it's pretty pricey. I'm not going to tell you guys how much, but it's pretty pricey. And to be honest, a lot of the stuff in Nerd Block is worth the money and beyond. So every Nerd Block except the juniors has a shirt. Arcade, horror, and the regular block all have shirts. Inside the blocks, they have exclusives. They're big exclusive too. I mean, the first arcade block, Mike's pissed off he didn't get it, had a Tomb Raider bust.
Oh my God! When I saw that video, I'm like, I could have had that and put it on my shelf over there. I wouldn't take it out of the box. I would not take that out of the box. I like Gail Simone.
I would. That. Yeah, you would have liked Gail Simone sign.
I would have.
You would have had it from New York Comic Con too, because it was before that.
Special edition. Yes. I'm slapping myself because I could have had that.
So we're gonna try Nerd Block, all of them, and we're gonna see if we like them. If we really like them, right now, especially because I'm working double shifts and Mike's working extra shifts, and now Cindy's working too. We're gonna try all of the Nerd Blocks out. Yep. If we enjoy it, we'll keep it. And as always, all of our openings will be on Comic Frontline. Right. There is one other block that we recently subscribed. Or I actually, because I'm not. For the record, Michael subscribed to almost all of the blocks. The only and actually the horror block is under Mike's name too. I'm giving Mike the money for the horror block.
Yes, you are.
But I'm only buying horror block right now. It was announced. I don't know if you guys know this. If not, I know Brant's in the comments. He could post the link to this. Funko is teaming up with Marvel to release a bi-monthly mystery box. And in this mystery box will be several Funko exclusives. No shirts, obviously, but it's going to have pop figures. The first box was sort of spoiled a little bit. The first box is going to have a 6-inch Hulk Buster Iron Man Funko pop figure. And then every other month from that, so it's every 2 months instead of every month. It's I believe it came to $30 altogether. It's $25. Plus shipping, which I believe is $5. So it came to about $30, $31, $32 every 2 months. If you do a year subscription, which is very expensive, and I'm definitely not doing that, you also are entitled to a free, you get an exclusive trophy at the end of the year. Or
really?
You'll see in the link whenever it's posted. If Brand doesn't post it, I'll post it in the description below also. I probably will anyway. But in the link, if you subscribe to a full year, you're entitled to an exclusive founders statue figure thing. We're doing it monthly. We actually just subscribed last night to that. We're going to try that out. It's straight up Marvel and Funko. That's it. The theme for the first box, which is coming, I believe, April, is Avengers. The theme for the second box is Ant-Man. After that, they don't tell us what the next one is. So when Ant-Man comes out, they'll probably tease what the next box's theme is going to be. And it's not just the pop figure. There are several exclusives that will be in this box that are in Marvel Funko collaboration. And you guys know Funko is doing a lot of different things now. They've got the climbers. They've got the fabrications. They've got the pop figures. They've got the mini figures. What other things do we get? We got those little blind boxes with the Walking Dead, and they're doing the blind boxes with the little vinyl figures. Now, Funko is getting into a lot of things, and I like it because Funko is doing an amazing job, a really amazing job with all of the stuff they're doing. I keep going, Funko. You guys are great. And this is all stuff that will end up probably on the Funko Spotlight. And because we will be doing a, what do you call it? We'll be doing a haul of toys. I'm not sure Brent 100% will be joining the subscription yet, but we will definitely be talking about the Funko subscription every other month as it comes out. So you can definitely look forward to us talking about it on Haul of Toys for a little bit of the toy section for sure. And also, if I have the box, well, obviously I'll show you guys what comes in the box or what came in the box, and we'll discuss it a little bit. But we definitely are getting into the mystery subscription boxes, so we're hoping to really build up that on Comic Frontline this year also, because we're doing the comic reviews. You know, we're doing the toy stuff. I have the Figure Arts Luigi I'm doing a review on soon. Yep. And I've actually got a figure straight from Japan, which it's in a position. I'm keeping it in a position until the review, and then I'm putting it right back in that position because I really, really like it. You ever get a figure and you have to review it, but you put it in a perfect position and you don't want to move it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's how I feel. When you watch the haul video, that's going to follow this video, you'll see, because it's going to be in that position, and it's so cool, and I really don't want to move it, but I want to review it because it's really good, and I definitely want you guys to check it out. So I guess we'll have to I'll move it once, and then I'll just fix it, or I'll change up the position a little bit, but it looks awesome, and you guys are going to like it, I think. Trying to think if there's anything else. Did I show the Luigi figure on the haul last week? I think I did.
Yeah, you did. You said it came with a red shell and
right. I just showed the figure because I said on the review I'm going to show all the extras. So I mean, lots of great stuff coming your guys' way, and Nerd Block, I believe it ships a bit late in the month, so all of the boxes or the blocks from February will be most likely towards the beginning of March. I think one or two. I think the standard, the regular box, ships in the middle of the month, so we might have a Nerd Block mystery set up for you guys, but as far as the horror arcade and the juniors, those will follow a little bit
on my channel only, I'm only gonna do the Loot Crate reviews only, because that's
Mike does a specific review. For the blocks, we're just going to be doing the opening, and we'll talk about it on the videos.
Yeah, the rest of them will be on Comic Frontline. But Loot Crate will be still Comic Frontline, but it will also be for my channel, where I give the link to that as well as the site. And you got to subscribe to Loot Crate today, at least. LootCrate.com. Subscribe to them. Tell your friends, everybody.
If you're questioning whether you are interested in Nerd Block or not, take my advice. Pick the block that you are most interested in or that defines you the most. If you are a gamer, get Arcade Block. If you just like mystery boxes like Loot Crate and stuff, get the regular Nerd Block. If you are a fan of horror more than anything in this world, get the Horror Block. If you have children and you want to see if they'll like these little blocks, which I think they will, I did look up a few for Cindy to show Cindy, grab them the Kid Block. The Kid Blocks are only $13.99. The Juniors are $13.99. The Arcade, Classic, and Horror are $20. And like I said, if you get a group of them or multiple blocks, you get 10% off of every block after your first block's purchase. So it's a good deal. It's a very good deal, and it's worth the money in my opinion. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see what's going to happen. I know that the blocks this month, the regular block is going to have something from Flash.
Yep.
The Arcade Block is going to have something with Pac-Man.
And I'm looking forward to that.
The Horror Block is going to have something from Bitten and something zombie related, so I'm guessing Walking Dead. And for the children,
Resident Evil. No. It's it was a horror movie.
And then for the children, it's Imps and Monsters. So that's something that little kids are going to probably know about. Or
maybe Smurfs.
No, they did Smurfs already. Imps and Monsters. You go on impsandmonsters.com.
Oh, well, Monsters Out the Smurfs.
It looks really interesting, and I like that and a lot of the things that Nerd Block is, where a lot of the companies they work with have big things. So honestly, I think Nerd Block we're going to love Nerd Block. I have a feeling that we're going to really enjoy Nerd Block.
I'm looking forward. I wish it was here now. I mean, it's just really something.
I look back. I'm upset we didn't get last month's.
Well, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, I don't blame you.
The regular Nerd Block. It came with a film cell from Star Wars. Episode 6 or 7.
We missed out. Definitely. Big time.
We missed out.
Of us.
And then I know that one of the Horror Blocks had a film cell from Freddy.
Freddy Krueger, you mean?
Yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Why you telling me?
And like Loot Crate, I will say this.
Why?
There is another thing. Like Loot Crate, there are mega blocks for all the blocks.
There's a mega block?
There's a mega block. For the kids, there's a Wii U with a, I think this month is SpongeBob. For the regular nerd block, it's, shit, I don't remember. But I know for the horror one, it's Freddy Krueger. I don't know what one is for the gaming one, but you can follow them on Twitter. You can follow them on Instagram. And there's a lot of good, they got lots of good stuff on Twitter and Instagram. I will say that.
Yeah. So we'll find out in the coming months what they get.
Yeah, I'm excited. I really cannot wait to try these blocks out. I mean, I went online and I went and checked out if there's any other mystery blocks that we might be interested in. Right now, there isn't. There is one thing. I have to advertise this because Brant is not here. If you go on Brant and Lisa's site, Where's My Tail? They actually got a mystery box full of food. I can't remember where it came from, but I believe it was Japan or China. And that was a really interesting box opening. I would definitely recommend you guys check that video out. That was fun. And hopefully if we do a section on Comic Frontline or if we do a section on comic related, we'll add all of the mystery boxes into one place, and one tab, so to speak. And you can just check them all out each and every month. On this channel, though, if you guys would like me to discuss the stuff that's in the boxes, we definitely can do that on It's a Podcast. That would be more. Yeah, no, we can do it on It's a Podcast too because it is comic related. So we can do it on this. We can do it on It's a Podcast, and especially when it comes to the Funko mystery box, we'll definitely be covering that on Hall of Toys. But if you'd like to see us discuss the toy section parts of all the mystery boxes on Hall of Toys, let us know in the comments below, and we definitely will take into consideration all of that because I know Brant does get Loot Crate and Brant does get One Up Box right now. I don't know if Brant's going to subscribe to Nerd Block right now. I mean, you know, Michael, like I said, I'm very lucky right now that Michael's willing to jump into a lot of these mystery boxes on the blind and see if they're good or not.
Well, I'm interested.
If it was just me, I'll be honest with you guys, I probably wouldn't be able to afford any of the Nerd Blocks right now because of all the comic books and the toys that we're getting.
That's what you get for extra shifts.
And Brant did post the link below. I will say that. He posted the link 8 minutes ago from when we're doing this. Link did have a pretty sweet theme song. I do agree to that, Scotty.
Which one?
Scotty said Link. Yeah.
That one? Yeah, that was good. Along with that. I like that one.
Okay.
Whoa, you went too fast.
I went too fast. I'm going back.
Is that? No.
Oh, Tevye answered Nick's question about Brian Michael Bendis. Oh, no. What would you think if Brian Michael Bendis ongoing series? Tevye kind of answered. Oh, he answered with a question. What is your guys' opinion on Superman's new power? Superman's new power, which is telekinesis, he had a form of it. It was explained in the 1980s. So to be quite honest, they're just stretching it a bit more than they had before. So it really isn't. He had it technically already, if you want to get technical. So I really don't have an opinion on the new costume as much as I hate the new costume. And as far as Brian Michael Bendis writing Luke Cage, that would be interesting, actually. Jeremy asked, have you guys been reading Mortal Kombat X? And if so, are you enjoying it? Also, what characters are you hoping to return to Mortal Kombat X?
Well, I've been reading Mortal Kombat X.
And he did get issue 2.
I did. I thought the first issue was very good. Like, some people really didn't like the first issue, but to be honest, I really enjoyed the issue and the artwork and all the other stuff, you know, with Sub-Zero being a bad guy where we thought he was a good guy and Scorpion vice versa from that. You know, I thought that was pretty interesting. I really liked it.
Tevye asked, guys, what is your guys' opinion on Spider-Verse as a whole? And do you guys think after Spider-Verse or after Secret Wars, Ultimate Marvel Universe dies, is Miles Morales going to be the new Spider-Man and Peter Parker and Mary Jane going to be married?
Yes,
going to have Mayday Parker left? I don't know, Tevye. I honestly don't. I know you asked this on Comic Frontline too. We have to see where Spider-Verse goes, and then we have to see where Secret Wars is going to go. I know that Miles will be a Spider-Man. I don't think Pete and Mary Jane are going to get married.
They should.
I doubt it.
No, don't jinx it. They will.
Scotty, no, I'm sorry. Jeremy also asked, what are your thoughts on an animated Invincible show being Netflix exclusive. That would be awesome. If that would be spectacular if they did that. Who would you consider a core? I think this was AC or D. Oh, AC or D list hero or villains in Marvel or DC. A-list villains are the ones that we're seeing all the time. B-list villains, C-list villains, and D-list villains. We're talking about like what? The Wizard and shoot, I don't even know. I would have to really. Jeremy, you got deep, really awesome questions. Superhero wise, D-list superheroes, I think for Marvel would be Alpha Flight right now because we don't even see Alpha Flight really anymore, and that's sad. X-Men, we haven't seen him.
X-Men.
Yeah, that's a D-list for sure. A-list characters are all the ones that got titles, basically, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, whoever's not on a comic book or in a comic book right now, and when they show up, we go, "What the heck? I haven't seen this guy in years." Those are your D-lists. Have you guys read any of the Thing from Another World comics by Dark Horse? No, but we are reading all the new stuff that's coming out now. So, if it does come out, we probably will be reading it at some point. Is there a cult classic movie that you guys would want to see turned into a comic that hasn't happened yet? No.
Wait, what film now?
I wouldn't mind seeing Lethal Weapon, but I wouldn't say that has a cult following. I mean, that has a following. Lethal Weapon was a very good series.
What about Metal Gear Solid?
Metal Gear Solid had a comic.
No, like
he said a movie though. No, he said a movie turned into a comic, not a comic turned into a movie.
Damn.
What would you guys think of Iron Fist and Shadow team up series? That would be interesting.
That would be good. Yeah, I would agree.
Let's see. I hate how they don't put this in order. I have to sift through all the comments. Are you guys fans of RoboCop? The original, not the new. And I think that's all I'm seeing right now because I haven't refreshed yet. I should refresh. Let's refresh because we're about ready to end the show. But I'm one more time and see if we missed any comments. No, I think that was the earliest one, to my understanding. I don't want to miss any comments. That's the big thing. RoboCop. Oh, here's one. Are you guys fans of EU, the expanded universe?
From Tevia.
I don't know what the expanded universe of DC or Marvel.
Just to let you know, guys.
Alpha Flight was in second arc of Amazing X-Men 8 through 12. Look at that. I don't even read Amazing X-Men. Thanks.
Yeah, just to let you guys know, in case we don't get to your comments, you could comment.
And we'll answer your guys' comments. And yeah, I check all the comments after the show is live for a short amount of time, and I make sure that if we missed anything, I do answer you guys below instead. But I'm going to turn off the comments now. So, because we're going to be ending the show right now. So thank all of you guys so much for all your amazing comments. Hopefully you guys will come back next week when we do It's a Podcast. It's a Podcast will not have any gaming talk, but we really didn't talk too much gaming here. It's a Podcast is going to specifically be comic books, toys, and other things. Nothing to do with games or video games whatsoever. I will be getting into Dying Light, though. I'm probably going to have my first part on Monday. I apologize. It's literally 2 weeks late, but I got debilitatingly sick. He's still getting better, too. So
I am better.
Well, I mean, your voice is still getting better.
It's better.
Okay, Mike's better. So we're both better, but it's just it took 2 weeks to get better. So this weekend we're going to do some community games. I know a lot of people wanted to see us do You Don't Know Jack. So we'll probably be doing a follow-up this weekend for You Don't Know Jack. I know that a lot of people like
Wheel of Fortune.
Brent, Lisa, myself, and Mike doing racing. I do have
racing,
videos
yeah.
already that I didn't post up that I will post up probably tonight. So Brent can set those up for this weekend.
Hopefully I could do an announcement video for Brooklyn Boys about the hopefully bringing back Mario Kart tournament.
Yes,
thing.
as soon as the rest of the DLC comes out, we will be setting up Mario Kart.
Everything's just been, but expect to see Brooklyn Boy 13 videos or video for this weekend.
Videos.
Videos, yeah. Expect from my channel.
Expect a video from me on Frontline right after this live show. I'll be talking more in depth about the Legends of Zelda going to Netflix. There will be comic reviews from both myself and Michael. Yep. We will have, hopefully I'll have the Toy Chest episode finished for Luigi. I believe this is our turn for a Funko Spotlight, so I'll probably be doing a Funko Spotlight. And yeah, that's about it for right now. Look forward, like I said, now, next week It's a Podcast. It will be on day night at 9 o'clock, 8:30 if we do a pre-show.
Eastern
time. And then on Friday, for those of you that can't make it on Thursday, on Friday, after we're done recording Zone 4, I will have a special Friday the 13th live show late at night, meaning it could be anywhere from 11, 10:30, and we'll go till maybe 12, and then we'll cut off. Okay. So it'll be around there. Maybe we'll go a little later. It depends how much stuff we talk about. But it will be Dark Avenger Live-esque. So we will be talking about everything on that show. So actually, we will be able to do a Dark Avenger live show again. But it just won't be called that. It'll be called the Friday the 13th live show. Yep. We'll have some fun. So until next time, everybody, as always, don't forget to check out all the sites we're working on. Comic Frontline, Comic Related, Zone 4 Podcast, which is where all of these live shows will be culminating together, and Frontline Gaming Zone, where all of our gaming stuff is together. Number one. And if we're not there yet, we will be there. So every site beware. We will be your number one source for comic-related news, reviews, and a whole bunch more. You can still feel free to leave comments below. Even though this video will not be live, I will be answering your guys' comments in the comments below. He'll be checking your guys' comments in the comments below on his channel and answering. Brant's already in the comments, probably answering your guys' comments in the comments below. And, yeah. So take care, everybody. I'll see you guys really soon in the haul video. Tomorrow will be the indie review, which will be up on Sunday. And then Monday, the first ever countdown video. Until then, take care. Keep reading, keep collecting. We'll see you guys next week for another live show. It's a podcast coming at you live. Yep. Till then, take care, everybody.
Rock on
and actually, guys. We will see you earlier. We will see them earlier on Frontline Live this Tuesday.
Yep.
We have a double celebration. It is our 1-year anniversary. And humongous thank you, everybody. Comic Frontline has reached 2,000 subscribers. So it is a dual celebration anniversary live show. So we got big things planned for this Tuesday. So do not miss Frontline Live this Tuesday, 9:15, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, because we still have to watch The Flash first.
Oh, yeah.
So until then, take care, everybody. We'll see you guys there.
Later, guys.